The Cairns Taipans have arrived in Toronto after making the short commute from Washington, D.C. ahead of their big-time clash at Scotiabank Arena on Sunday afternoon. Headlining that game for the Toronto Raptors is Pascal Siakam, who is a two-time NBA All-Star, also an NBA champion in 2020. And sitting pretty in that backcourt from Germany is Dennis Schroeder, fresh off a gold medal at the FIBA World Cup. As for the Taipans, unfortunately, it looks like Taran Armstrong, who's fresh off 8 times, most recently a game high against the Washington Wizards. He'll sit with an ankle injury, but it does look like for Coach Ford, he will get Sam Mennenga and Sam Waardenburg back to bolster his rotations. The Taipans went for a swim this afternoon, and tomorrow they'll get back into the practice facility at Scotiabank. They'll get used to their surroundings and they'll put a few shots up before a full session on Saturday. We're outside Scotiabank here in Toronto. It's around 6 p.m. in the evening, and I'm joined by Sam Gruggan, one of the assistant coaches of the Cairns Taipans. Welcome, Sam, to Toronto.
Appreciate it. I mean, it's an amazing city. It's quite cold, but no, it's a fantastic city. Reminds a bit of back home, so we're excited.
Yeah, very similar sporting precinct. Now, Sam, coming off the back of a loss against the Washington Wizards, plenty of positives to be taken out of that. What does the program look like over the next couple of days?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good chance for us to get back on the floor, get on the court and just kind of work on the areas that we feel like we need to from the Washington game. So for them, just to get their legs back under them after having a few days off, getting their bodies right, doing some recovery, get back on the floor and kind of put a game plan in for the game against the Raptors.
Speaking of game plan against the Raptors, is there anything that you want to take into your practice sessions to make sure that the guys are fine-tuned ahead of Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, it's just a bit of transfer from the Washington game. We know they were fast-paced, and although we play a fast-paced style of game, it's just different. Different athletes, different styles, so just making sure that practice kind of simulate that a little bit, just to get them more prepared for that game coming up.
For the fans back home, Sam Waardenburg and Sam Mennenga, how are they looking on for Sunday? They're going to lace up?
Yeah, I mean, it's just up to our high-performance team. They do a fantastic job managing them and making sure they're right. So they're up and about and they're walking around, they're feeling good, so we'll see what happens come game day.
Let's touch on some of the Raptors personnel. Pascal Siakam, two-time NBA All-Star, won the championship in 2020. Dennis Schroeder in that backcourt, Scotty Barnes. Are you going to task anyone with any defensive assignments?
That's a great question. I mean, we have a few players who want the challenge. I think Bull Qual's done a pretty good job in Washington, especially guarding guys in the full court. So he'll take that opportunity, that challenge, I bet. And then we'll just roll certain guys at them based on their position and kind of what they can do in the day.